In April 1975, the U.S. evacuated its troops after a 6-year war in Cambodia, paving the way for Pol Pot's Year One plan, which would eliminate all traces of the modern world in Cambodia. Pol Pot was born around 1925 in a small village in central Cambodia. He formed his communist philosophy at home and abroad and began his rebel organization in Phnom Penh. By 1975, Pol Pot's rebel group was strong enough to overtake the capital. The Khmer Rouge evacuated Phnom Penh, forcing residents into the countryside. Pol Pot believed cities were evil and planned to rebuild Cambodia as an agrarian society. Anything modern was considered impure. Modern ideas were considered dangerous. Intellectuals, artists, and monks were systematically rounded up and killed, then buried in mass graves, known as the killing fields. Ordinary Cambodians were forced into huge labor camps, where thousands more died from hunger and exhaustion. In a suburban high school turned torture chamber, thousands of Pol Pot's suspected enemies were systematically murdered. In 1977, Pol Pot mistakenly believed the Vietnamese were planning to invade Cambodia. To preempt this imagined attack, he sent Khmer Rouge troops into Vietnam, where they slaughtered hundreds of villagers. Hanoi retaliated with a full-scale invasion of Cambodia, sending Pol Pot and his rebels into hiding in the jungle.
If he had given the Vietnamese no reason to want to attack him, Pol Pot could still be in charge today.
The Vietnamese closed down the labor camps, and gradually, the full scale of Pol Pot's terror began to emerge. Throughout the 1980s, his troops attacked civilian trains and indiscriminately planted landmines throughout the countryside. Pol Pot died on April 15, 1998. He was never punished for any of